You know, my neighbor Ruth just turned 70. She's sharp, witty, still loves gardening. But lately, she'd been struggling. Waking up 3-4 times a night, knees aching, skin dry as sandpaper. She tried every cream, pill, and podcast recommendation. Nothing lasted, until one day over tea she leaned in and said, "You're going to laugh, but I started using castor oil. Just 7 days, I sleep better. My joints feel, quiet again. Even my hands look softer." I chuckled. Castor oil? Like Grandma used? Turns out castor oil has been trusted for centuries. Egyptians used it. Our grandparents swore by it. Somewhere along the way we stopped paying attention. Now it's making a quiet comeback. Not because of hype, but because it still works. So if you're over 60 and looking for simple ways to feel better, hit that subscribe button. You're in the right place. Let's see what castor oil can really do, starting with why it's worth rediscovering at our age. Part 1. Why castor oil deserves a second look after 60. When was the last time you tried something old and were surprised it worked better than something new? That's what happened to my friend George, 72. His daughter gifted him a small bottle of castor oil for Christmas, more as a joke than anything. "For your old joints," she teased, but a week later, George was walking more easily and even joked he'd forgotten his knees existed. Castor oil isn't new. It's been used for thousands of years across cultures. The ancient Egyptians used it for everything from skin health to inflammation. In the 1940s and 50s, it was a staple in American households. Then, modern medicine took over. Pills replaced plants. Fast became better than slow. But now, many people over 60 are returning to what works. Gentle, natural, proven remedies. Castor oil is leading that return, especially for those dealing with everyday aches, dry skin, or restless nights. And the science is catching up. Studies have shown that castor oil can reduce inflammation, stimulate circulation, and even support better sleep through its calming effects. It contains ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid, deeply penetrates tissues and helps soothe from the inside out. This isn't a miracle cure, and it's not a replacement for your doctor, but it's a small tool that can make a big difference. Quietly, gently, and naturally. So if you've got a bottle tucked away in your cabinet, or if you're curious about giving your body something simple and healing, maybe it's time to take a second look. Part 2. Soothing sleepless nights. How oil helps you sleep. Naturally, sleep is one of those things we don't think much about until it becomes a problem. And for many of us over 60, it already has. Hormonal changes, medications, or just the weight of life's worries, they all seem to gather at bedtime. That was Frank's story. He's 67, retired from his job in accounting, and for months he could barely sleep 2 hours straight. "I'd lie awake," he said, "thinking about the weirdest things, like whether I turned the garden hose off or why soup cans have ridges." He tried chamomile tea, white noise, even pricey supplements. Nothing helped. Then one night, out of frustration, he tried something he read online, rubbing castor oil on his feet. Frank warmed about a teaspoon of castor oil between his hands. He gently massaged it into the soles of his feet, especially the arches and heels. Then he added a bit to his temples and neck. Within 3 nights, he was sleeping 5 to 6 hours without interruption. That's no coincidence. Castor oil has mild sedative properties. A 2011 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that it supports the part of your nervous system that tells your body it's time to rest and recover. When massaged into pressure points, it not only hydrates the skin, but also signals the body to relax. It's also the ritual that helps, the act of warming the oil, sitting quietly massaging slowly, It tells your body, hey, we're winding down now. If you struggle with sleep, try this tonight. Warm the oil, rub it gently onto your feet and temples, breathe deeply. And if you've tried something natural that helped you sleep, drop it in the comments. Let's learn from each other, because good sleep shouldn't be a mystery. Part 3. Easing aches and pains. The anti-inflammatory power of touch. You know that feeling when your joints talk back in the morning? The little pop when you get out of bed, or that dull throb in your knees after a short walk. Arthritis, joint stiffness, inflammation. They're common after 60, but they don't have to rule your day. Castor oil has long been used as a natural anti-inflammatory. It's rich in ricinoleic acid, which penetrates deep into tissues and helps reduce swelling. But what makes it special is how easily it can be used at home, especially as a castor oil pack. Here's how to do it. Warm about 2 tablespoons of castor oil, soak a small cotton cloth in it. Place the cloth over the painful joint, maybe your knees, your shoulders, or your lower back. Cover that with a layer of plastic wrap, then place a warm towel or heating pad on top. Sit back and relax for 30 to 60 minutes. Some people use it while reading, others during a quiet moment before bed. It's soothing, simple, and helps your body absorb the oil where it's needed most. Many folks say the warmth is what gets them, like their joints are finally being heard. And if you're thinking, oh, that sounds too easy, well, try it and see. Have you ever used a warm compress like this? Leave a comment and tell us what worked or didn't for you. Sometimes the old ways are still the best. And while sore joints can slow us down, digestion, it can stop us in our tracks. Part 4. A gentle push for digestion. No more waiting on the toilet. Let's be honest, constipation isn't glamorous, but it's real and common, especially after 60. Our metabolism slows down, we move less, and medications don't always help. Some days it feels like your digestive system just gave up. That's where castor oil can help. It's a gentle, natural laxative that's been used for generations. But here's the golden rule. Less is more. For occasional relief, try just half a teaspoon on an empty stomach, then drink a full glass of water. And wait, don't take more unless your doctor says so. Castor oil gently stimulates the intestines to move things along. Use it once in a while, not every day. One woman I spoke to said it helped her feel lighter and improved her appetite. All from a teaspoon once a week. Just be careful. If you start using castor oil every morning, your bathroom might start to feel like your second living room. So use it mindfully, let it support you and not control you. Part 5. Skin like it used to be. Hydration and glow after 60. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, when did my skin start looking this tired? After 60, our skin changes. It thins out, loses moisture. Wrinkles become permanent residents. Castor oil is one of the simplest, most nourishing treatments you can give your skin, especially when paired with a few drops of coconut or almond oil. At night, after washing your face, mix a little castor oil with your preferred carrier oil. Massage it gently into your face, neck, and even your hands. Leave it on overnight. The fatty acids in castor oil deeply hydrate and help strengthen the skin barrier. It also contains antioxidants that fight free radicals, those little troublemakers that accelerate aging. Over time, your skin may feel softer, look fuller, and regain a bit of that youthful glow. One gentleman told me, "It's like my skin started smiling again." That's the goal, not to look 20, but to feel comfortable in the skin we're in. So there you have it. In just 7 days, castor oil might help you sleep deeper, ease stubborn aches, move your digestion along, and wake up to softer skin. It's gentle, it's affordable, and it's been here all along, waiting quietly on the shelf. At this age, we've earned the right to feel better, not just get by. So if this video helped, share it with a friend who deserves to feel good too. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Heart Advice, because aging doesn't mean fading. It means learning to care for ourselves with wisdom, kindness, and a little help from nature.